The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 177, Cooking. Nuria entered the living room and glanced at Espanto, who had arrived home earlier and was already dozing in the chair. The cat lazily flicked its eyes towards Nuria before closing them again, uninterested. Nuria's tone was displeased as she remarked, "There you are, you little rascal. I was worried about you." Just then, Rosen and Rita joined them in the living room. Nuria turned to Rosen and inquired, "Mom, what are we going to have for dinner?" Before Rosen could respond, Nuria answered her own question, "How about tuna rice with golden carrots? It's delicious, especially with some onion added." Rosen glanced at Rita and then back at Nuria, replying, "Well, you'll have to convince the chef first." Shielding her eyes with sunglasses due to light hypersensitivity, she continued, "I feel a migraine coming on. I need to lie down before it gets worse." Rita nodded, saying, "I can probably manage if I just have the recipe." Rosen reassured her, "You don't really need a recipe for that. It's simple. Just put 2 cups of rice and double the amount of water in the pot. Add a pinch of salt and a bit of oil to the water and stir it when it boils. You can slice up a large onion and cook it with the rice." Rita asked, "Shouldn't I sauté the onion first?" Rosen shook her head, "No, it's better not to. The onion should lose its sharp flavor as it cooks, becoming a subtle addition to the rice without adding extra calories." Rita inquired about the carrots, to which Nuria interjected, "I can handle cutting the carrots." Rosen nodded, cautioning, "Just be careful with the knife. We don't want another trip to the emergency room." Then she turned to Rita, explaining, "You can simply cook the carrots with the rice. A couple of nicely cut carrots will suffice. They'll serve as garnish. Let the pot simmer for a few minutes, then lower the heat and let it steam. Stir the pot again when the water is absorbed by the rice, leaving more space between the rice grains for better steaming. Add the canned tuna right before serving. If you cook it for too long, it loses its flavor." As she headed towards the door, Rosen turned back, advising, "When adding onions and carrots to the rice, use slightly less water to prevent the rice grains from sticking together." Rita, armed with her limited kitchen knowledge, began cooking with Nuria's assistance. Nuria reassured her, again and again, "Yes, that looks right. That's how Mom does it too." Pal prepared a salad and helped Nuria set the table. Soon, dinner was served. Rita sat nervously, awaiting feedback on the rice. She had intentionally used less salt, following Nuria's suggestion that people can add salt to their liking, but too much salt is harmful. Nuria broke the silence first, declaring, "It tastes great. Just like Mom's. It's almost as good as when she makes tuna rice." Rosen, still shielding her eyes with sunglasses to ward off the migraine, softly agreed, "It's delicious." Tobar and Pal simply nodded in agreement. They continued eating in silence, enjoying the meal. Holding her water glass with both hands, Nuria drank some water and put it down, noting, "Nara says that the water of life takes more lives than it gives." Rosen paused, and looking at Nuria, asked, "When did you hear her say that?" Nuria responded, "At the bar while Dad was playing his guitar." Rita had noticed the faint scent of rosewater at their table in the bar, initially attributing it to Nuria's rose-colored dress. She looked at Rosen, who was avoiding eye contact and looking down at her plate, uncomfortable with the subject. Sensing tension, Nuria attempted to change the subject. "Nara also says that carrots originated from a part of the ancient Persia, which is now Afghanistan. She claims they used to be purple before coming to Europe, and that purple berries and vegetables are good for the heart and may help prevent cancer." However, no one engaged in the conversation, and they continued to eat in silence.